Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be making this beautiful unicorn tree. I just absolutely love this tree so much. So supplies you're going to need are a few of these little white trees from Dollar Tree. If you don't already have one of the small white trees, I did have one, so I just bought one to add to it. I also used one of these 18-inch wreaths from Dollar Tree in the white. You're going to need one of these foam cones. You're going to need some white, black, and pink sticky foam with the sticker on the back, some little flowers to decorate. You're also going to need some tulle in whatever colors you want. I chose to use the pastel colors. You're also going to need one of these wine bottle lights, and you're going to need some of this pastel tissue paper, some diamond wrap adhesive, some wire ties, and one of these little pails from Dollar Tree, along with some nail polish remover and some cotton balls to take the words off. So you're also going to need some scissors, a pencil, some paper to make some little stencils here for the ears and the eyes, and you're going to need a hot glue gun. So you're also going to need the lights with the white cord so that the lights will blend into the tree. So let's start assembling the tree first. So I had one of these little trees from Walmart that already has the base on it with lights. If you don't already have this, you can just use a lot of these little white trees from Dollar Tree and just make your own stand, or use the stand that it comes with. I already had one, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So then I have some of these little wire ties. They actually just part of the tree that kind of broke off, so I used that at first to tie this to the top of the tree that I already had, and then I used a couple more of the little pipe cleaners or the Chanel wire ties to tie this together to the tree to make sure it was nice and stable. And then I just arrange the little pine needles so that they look all right. Then I take this wreath, and they have just a few little metal clips on there. You can use scissors, a screwdriver. I had this tool just because my husband had it, and just pull these couple little ties off, and then it opens up, and then I just used that to make the top of my tree a little bit fuller. It just bent around the trunk of the tree here, and I just wrapped it around where I thought it needed to be a little bit fuller, and connected it again to the base of the tree, the one that I already had, and just made this tree a little bit taller just so it would fit my purpose. You could just go out and buy a cheap tree if you want. Even Dollar General has them for as low as $8 for one of these small trees that are about 4 feet tall. So now you're going to add your lights all the way down. Make sure you get the ones with the white cord so it doesn't show. And then next you're just going to use some nail polish remover to take the words off of this pail. I found this pail at the Dollar Tree. I took the words off of both sides, and that's just going to work as my base for the tree. So I just lifted the tree and stuck it down into the pail here. I did end up putting a few rocks at the bottom of this just because it kept wanting to kind of wobble too much on me. So if you want to do that, you can. And now we're going to go ahead and make the horn for the unicorn. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to open our diamond wrap adhesive. And then after we start with that, we actually need to make 2 holes in the base of this cone. So one's going to be to stick it on top as the tree topper, and the other one's going to be so that we can stick the lights in to light up the horn. Now, lighting up the horn is optional. You don't have to do that part. You know, always just make it your own. So all I did was open up the diamond wrap, and I just rolled it around the styrofoam cone here, and then I cut it down so that it would match up at the seam right there. And then I just kept using the scissors and just piecing it together in the few spots that still needed some of this diamond wrap. Literally took me 3 minutes to finish this. It was actually really pretty quick. And so I just straightened out the little extra pieces here and just kind of pieced it together. And I'm going to put that part towards the back of the tree, so you're not really going to see that. So there's the little hole that I made in the bottom, and this is the wine bottle lights. You can use any lights you want. You don't have to use these lights. If you can't find them, there are other lights you can use, so don't panic. So just make sure you can reach the on-off switch, and you're not going to see that little nub sticking in the back there. Then I just wrap the wire lights around the horn, and then I'm going to take my hot glue gun and put a little couple dots of glue around the wire just to hold this in place. It was sticking without the glue, but I was afraid over time it would just start to lift off, so I put a little bit of hot glue around the edges of the wire just to help hold that into place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the ears. So all I did was take a piece of paper and a pencil, and I drew out the size ear that I think I wanted, and then cut that out with scissors. So first I cut out the whole ear, and then I laid that on top of the white foam, and I'm going to just cut that out. Make sure you cut out 2 because they are ears. Once I finish with the white craft foam, I am going to go ahead, the felt. I'm going to go ahead and then cut out the center here of this stencil. so that we can cut out the pink for the center of the ear. So I just flipped over the sticky craft foam and drew on the sticker part of the paper on the back to make my stencils. I drew 2 of those and then cut those out, peel off the back, and you're just going to stick that to the center of the white foam here in the center of the ear. Now once you do that, we don't want these ears to lay flat, so we're going to give them a little bit of a 3D effect. To do that, all you have to do is cut a small slit up the center of the ear, take a little dot of hot glue and put it on one corner, and then glue it together like this, and it'll help curl those ears up just a little bit to give it a nice 3D effect so that it looks like they're real ears coming off the side of that unicorn. So once you get both of those done, now it's time to attach the horn and the ears to the tree. So now what we're going to do is we already made that hole in the bottom of this horn, and then we're just going to take this top of the tree where the wire is and just shove it down inside, and get it down pretty far so that it'll stay. And then you have to decide where you want your ears to be. So once you decide, you're just going to use a little bit of hot glue. You're going to glue one end of the ear to the horn, and then you're going to take the other end of the ear and glue it just to a little piece of the white pine needles on the side, just to help hold it into place. And you're going to do that on both sides. Now it's time to finish the tree topper. So we're going to make some little flowers out of some tissue paper. You're just going to take one piece of tissue paper, fold it in half, and then fan fold it all the way down. Once you do that, take one of your pipe cleaners and tie it around the center, and then you're going to take scissors and just round off the edges of this tissue paper, and then you just open up the fan and then pull the layers of the tissue paper apart. Since we only use one piece, there's only 2 layers, but we wanted these small because the tree is small. So make one of every color that you want at the top of the tree, and then you're just going to hot glue these on in front of the ears to help cover up where you attach this to the tree. I chose to use some extra diamonds that I had, or some little sequins to put on the flowers. And then for the garland, I decided to use 4 different colors of the pastel tulle. So I made 6 bows of each color of the tulle. I just did that by folding it in half a couple times and then tying it in the center. Once I had that done, I literally just stuck these in the tree. Tulle sticks to pretty much everything. It's a nightmare. I hate using it, but it turned out really cute in this tree. So you're just going to stick one layer of color around, or you can alternate them. It doesn't really matter. And then I did the pink, the blue, the purple, and then the teal all the way down. And then I'm going to use the black sticker felt to trace and cut out the eyelashes. I already made the stencil here. And then you're just going to peel the back off of these and then stick those to the tree where you feel that they look the best. And that's it, you guys. You can use some leftover tulle and flowers to make a tree skirt. I hope you like this. My girls absolutely love this little tree. It was really fun to make. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.